It is 1:10 on Monday, August the 24th. I was busy getting ready to do lunch for my husband, my son, and me. We're gonna do tacos out of Belizean stew chicken, leftover stew chicken. So I'm getting ready to like pick the meat off of the bone. I'm doing a salsa with onion, tomato, and yellow peppers. And I don't know what else we're gonna put on this taco, but we're getting ready to make tacos when I got a notification from one of you guys, one of my subs at the tarot page. So let me read it. It's from Anna Roland 9871. Did you see the latest JLR video? Basically confirmed from what brother of Alex, what you were saying. Alex convinced baby was his. So we're not talking about Alex the streamer. We're talking about Alex the criminal that allegedly bust into that Tucson P.D. recruit's home and unalived him, the 23-year-old young man Carlos Ramirez, and injured the fiance in the shoulder, right? That's who we're talking about. So I guess his brother said that the baby was Alex's. I'm not sure. Or the baby was for Alex's brother. I'm not quite sure that part. But remember, in my read a couple videos ago, I was getting some type of relationship thing and that somebody was walking away. So in that video, you know how songs play in my brain when I'm doing my reads? I think that's my little tism with the tarot stuff. A song played in my brain. It's a Belizean song, right? It's not even a real song. It's a little thing that Belizean people made up, and I sang it, and then I cut it out the video because I was afraid. I didn't want to accuse anybody of any wrongdoing. So let's play the footage that I've edited that leads up to that song. I don't know why I feel like this has to do with a love affair. See, I really thought it had something to do with a love affair. I'm learning new spreads for Lenormand. So underneath the scythe is the woman. I'm gonna say that's the fiancé. So the scythe is influencing her, something that got cut quickly. Was this guy gonna leave her? To the left of her, which is the past, is the tree, which is about health, family tree, growth, ancestry, growing. That's in the past. So to the left of her was the tree. I tried a 9-card grid for the first time, right? And on the left of the woman, which I thought the woman was the fiance, was the tree, which means like family and ancestry and stuff like that, right? That's in the past. But that was in the past, right? Underneath her is the sun. So that's the foundation on which she stands. And then a child appears here, which is the baby, right? She's pregnant. They said she's pregnant, right? They said she has another kid and then she's pregnant, right? Right? She's pregnant. They said she's pregnant. Underneath the child comes the tower, which is the institution. She works for the prison system. What is going on here? And I said, what is going on here? Something kept like, right? Is that where she met that dude Alex in the prison system? She's a warden, right? She works in the prison system. I don't know if she worked in the male part of the prison system. It might just be the female. But is that where she met that dude? A song is playing in my head, and it's a Belizean song. And it go, Data shall I, baby? Go and go find your picnic daddy. That picnic no favor me. Oh God. Cancel everything that I'm saying. I don't want to accuse nobody and nothing. It's a song, right?
I don't know.
Huh?
Shall I, baby?
That shall I, baby? Go and go find your picnic daddy. That picnic no favor me.
Yeah,
right?
Honestly.
Okay. I'm asking my husband about that song because I wanted to know if it was a song or just like a little rhyme that people made up, right? So he's not sure, right? But all Belizeans know what I'm singing about. If you're Belizean, you know. So a shalai baby is a baby that's being passed off for one man when he or she really belongs to another man. That's what it is. And it says that picnic is a child, don't favor me, that look like me. So that song played in my brain for what I didn't know. So I had to go find that footage out of the trash on my computer, because when I'm done with these videos, I throw them away and I keep it moving. I don't have anywhere to save these videos because I have 13 terabytes of hard drive with all my cooking stuff and all my vlogs from when my mom was alive and stuff. I'm not getting rid of those, and I'm not buying any new terabytes, right? So we're gonna read again, but I'm gonna make my lunch first. So you can tell it's the next day. I didn't do any readings after I had my lunch because I spent the afternoon editing stuff for my husband's channel and watching the replay of JLR's live, the one that the viewer told me about. And it was so funny because JLR called the guy Alex's brother, the guy that was on the run, And the brother hung up in his face. I guess the brother had said he would speak to JLR but changed his mind. And as he should, you know, I wouldn't want to be talking about my brother who's on the run either, right? And the guy pocket dialed JLR, and JLR stayed on the phone the whole time for like 36 minutes listening to the conversations that was going on in the background. And of course the guy was at his job, and so all you heard was like work related stuff. And then the guy, I guess, got his phone from his pocket and then hung up after 36 minutes. So since then, overnight, they've caught the guy Alex. So remember now, what I read in the comments, I didn't understand if Alex thought he was the baby daddy to the guy that got unalived fiance, or if Alex's brother was the baby daddy. Then I saw that they said Lauren, you know, from Miss Nancy's friend, said that the fiance was Alex's sister. And she said it was confirmed. Somebody said that Lauren said that. I don't know. So I'm going to ask a broad question, like, what was this crime about? Why did this guy who is alleged to have done the crime, this guy's like 33, but he looks older, but he didn't look, I would have not recognized him if I was on the lookout for him, because he doesn't look like anything they put in the pictures. This guy's not like 300 pounds like they said or whatever. Okay, so here we go. What we don't see coming, put that over here. Page of Pentacles is about a young energy. It could be a child. You know, this is tarot that we're doing, and I made my own deck of cards, as you guys know or may not know, and I fashioned it after the Rider-Waite. Okay, so this is about being patient. Another page. So is it about the children indeed, though? Because then why did it have to be 3 masked men? Did you notice how they were masked? I can't say the word masked. But they still found them? How come we can't find Miss Nancy masked man? 4 of Pentacles. Frugality, fear of loss. Fear of loss. Whenever I see that, I feel like it's fear of losing money. But you could fear of losing your health and other stuff too. 5 of Wands. There was some kind of fight going on between this whole group of people. The guy that became unalive, Carlos. I like how all these people have names of the people in the Nancy Guthrie case, or who's covering the case, right? Like the guy, you know, the streamer Alex, then this guy Alex, then Carlos Palazuelos, and this guy Carlos Ramirez. It's like, it's getting confusing when people are calling them just by their first names. The Wheel of Fortune. What was he hoping to achieve? You hear the fly? And then the 10 of Wands, right? Burdened, overloaded, stressed. Don't know what it's about, guys. Let's ask Lenormand. Why did this guy do this? Why did he do this? Okay. All my cards were shuffled well before I put them away last night, so I'm just going to give it one little shuffle ruffle. That fly better go away. It's just like buzzing up there. We're going to look for the man. It's going to be 100 degrees again today, guys. It's already like 85 as I sit out here. Oh, and I was getting some other meanings too for the Lenormand deck. Every time I find a video where people give other meanings. Okay. Alright, so let's look at the tree. The first thing that comes up is the tree. We're trying to get a fix as to why this guy did this to this young man. The young man was only 23. He's 33. I think the fiance is 23 also. They're all young people. Man. The tree is about health, family tree, growth, ancestry, growing. And I added 2 new meanings from somebody else. Legacy or your history. So if it's about legacy, if the child is his or not, then it's followed by the snake. And the snake is about deceptive, dangerous, trouble, lies, problem, deceit, envy, jealousy, and the other woman. Alright, then here comes the guy, Alex, where we put him. And then here comes the girl, the woman. Is it about that girl? Are you for real? You messed up your entire, you unalived a whole human being and messed up your entire life and your family's life, because JLR says that family's not going to like him because I guess he's going to be on their butts. And then a crossroads, about making a decision. Let's look up the crossroad. I'm so glad I got new meanings, guys, as we go along. The crossroads is about choices, decisions, alternatives, divided options, a fork in the road, or discernment. So he had choices, and he made a decision to do this. And people are saying, oh, the baby's his or whatever, but I feel like it's over the woman. I feel like ultimately it's about the woman, not even about the baby. Because which man out there you know want to mind a baby, right? Well, some of them do. But I'm just saying, the way these people look, you feel like they're fighting to mind a baby? It's about a chick. I feel like the Nolan Wells case is about a chick too. For real, for real. Damn. There's enough fishes in the sea, guys. Come on. So, I was talking to my husband last night again, because I really want to get off of the Nancy Guthrie family case. I really want to find other reasons why Miss Nancy was abducted. I'm really starting to question that too. Was she really abducted? And I told you, I said, it would be so easy for me to get off this case if the family would only act differently. I saw TIR, the interview room, and Chris and his wife Karen, they were on one on Sunday. Today's Tuesday, okay? It's Tuesday at 10:09 in the morning, August the 25th. 4 more months till Christmas, guys. I'm so sorry to depress you. So they were on one, right? And I was with them on that one, because they were saying the things I'm saying over here to my husband privately in the house. It's like, why is Savannah shutting people up? Chris's wife even said that they feel like people are afraid of Savannah, right? So, Kathy Gifford was one of them that inferred something, right? And I thought about these guys when they were on the run, right? The manhunt and everything, and how hard they looked for them and put out the flyers and involved the media. Everybody else was involved in finding, because of course it's an almost cop that got unalive, so it's a blue thing, right? So why is Miss Nancy's children acting like this? Why are they acting the way they're acting? We're going to start with Cameron. Why is Cameron not out there looking for his mom? And some people say maybe he is, we just don't know. Well, they haven't told us that they are. They haven't showed us that they are. So why? Why? With Cameron and all his skills, he has a particular set of skills. Remember that movie with Liam Neeson, right? I hope I have it right. Why, Cameron? Why do you refuse to look for your mom? You're the one that said it looks like kidnapping for ransom. Is that what they told you to say? Because I don't believe he was in Vermont. Neither one's Passion Bull. This is Savannah's husband. We gave him this card, Michael Feldman. I think TIR. Oh, shit. Here comes Annie. Here comes Annie, the Queen of Cups. These are the cards we gave them. Well, I gave them. I gave Annie this card because the Queen of Cups is about compassion, nurturing, and psychic ability. And I really do believe that Annie has psychic ability. And I believe she was taking care of the mom. Maybe got tired of it. And the reason I gave Michael Feldman this card is because he's daring. Daring. They said he's the alleged cleaner for the Clintons. Did you guys hear that Bill Clinton? That Hillary said she's already planning his funeral. I know some people will do that, set things out what they want, and they don't, plan to die anytime soon. But that was kind of ominous to me. Ace of Swords, new ideas, success, new beginnings. Cameron, where you at? Seven of Pentacles, patience, investment, growth, harvest. Did he get some money off of this too? Did they promise him money too? Seven of Wands, perseverance, defense, standing strong. He was rude to John DePietro. Now, I don't like John DePietro, but he was rude to John DePietro. And kind of like, these people are over there covering your mom's case. You see when Miss Alisa went missing, how everybody was asking for help to find her, and they found her. Not the way we wanted, but they found her, the lovers. Who is he in league with? When I got the lovers before on Cameron, I thought this was him and his wife, right? But we have Savannah's husband pop up in this read. Annie popped up in this read. And then the lovers. Two people got together and planned. It doesn't tell us why. Why is he not looking for his mom? Let's pull Lenormand. Look for the man. Where's that puppy? I hope she's under this table in the cool. I don't know why she doesn't go inside. Yeah, she's laying under the table. My little umbrella for my camera is working real well, guys. Okay, Cameron. Why are you not looking for your mom? I might buy something to stick on here. Like the thing you put in the drawers. Make it smoother. This one first and this one. Here comes the man. Huh? So the lady that I was watching yesterday that I was getting meanings for Lenormand from, she said the clover is about little luck. It's not about a big luck. It's not like winning a big lottery. And we're gonna look it up. The clover is number 2. Good luck, positive opportunities, things going your way, possibility, little luck. And then we already saw the crossroads about decisions, choices, right? So he's making a choice not to speak. Mr. Cameron right here. And then he's burdened. He's got a cross to bear. It's about carrying a heavy load. This is a burden. This is like the 10 of Wands in tarot. And then the letter is about some type of message, right? Let's look it up. And it is about mail, email, documents, award, or written information. So he got something in writing telling him not to do this. He's burdened by it though. I don't know if it was clear. Any of the reads that we did, I don't know if it was clear as to why he's not looking. But definitely they're in cahoots. The family, right? So let's ask why Savannah's not looking. Why is Savannah not looking for her ma? We're going to pull tarot first really quickly. Let's move fast. Move fast. And stay to the end of this video because I'm going to drop a commercial in about my husband's channel. He already has the subscribers and he's already monetized at the first level. Like a year ago that happened. But then we kind of slacked off because we weren't seeing great success to getting him to the 4,000. We got close, like 3,700 watch hours, and then we just kind of fell back. Do it this way. Thought I was doing Lenormand. And we need the watch hours for his channel to become monetized. So if you're so inclined, I ask you to go over there, and if you don't want to subscribe, at least watch. Run one of his playlists. He does DIY stuff, right? Oh, what you don't see coming? Keep thinking I'm doing Lenormand. So we're asking about Savannah. Why is she not looking? And here comes Tommaso. Come up in Savannah. Read. Because you know Tommaso did it. Giving and receiving help. She's getting rich off of this. She's getting jobs and all type of stuff. Judgment. They're being judged. But this is about a rebirth and an awakening. I gotta go pick up dog poop. That's why we have so many flies. 3 of Swords. This is the worst card in the deck. Heartbreak, sorrow, loss, betrayal, grief. Is she not looking because she knows that her mom's dead and she knows where the mom is and they already buried her? You know, I've left room in my brain for that, even though I keep telling you I think Miss Nancy is alive, right? 3 of Cups. The easiest thing to say is Miss Nancy's dead. You can't go wrong with that. Miss Nancy's dead. Because if you're a card reader or a psychic or intuitive light worker or whatever, and you say she's dead and she appears alive, you're going to go, oh my God, miracle. Nobody's going to remember you said she's dead. The hardest thing to say is that she's alive. And the only reason I keep saying she's alive is because I feel like her family has her. I feel like she's the woman that was picked up out of Rio Rico and flown by helicopter to the hospital on the 10th of February when 5 days earlier the sheriff told the kidnappers on air to drop her off at a safe location. No questions asked. So 3 of Cups is about a celebration, and not necessarily a celebration of life, and again, a family celebration. This again tells me Savannah's not looking because she know who got the ma. Cameron has the mother up there in Vermont. What's this here? Was Savannah not in on it and found out later what the family members did and decided I'm going to cover for them? Because I thought that for a spell, and then I got rid of the idea, and then I started to think Savannah is in on it and she's the ringleader. I keep changing my mind, guys. Remember, tarot and Lenormand and oracle cards are for entertainment purposes only, and this is on our opinion. We don't know, but these cards are very, they're very interesting. I notice the streamers use that word a lot. Oh, interesting. Alex says it a lot. JLR says it a lot. Shibby, Tucson, all of them. Juice, interesting. That's their word. So this is interesting. Tomasa shows up in the Savannah read. She's giving and receiving help, probably to them, because they can't work. How are they surviving? She's helping them. And this is about a new idea, rebirth, awakening, right? And then the Three of Swords, this is the only bad card in the mix, which tells you what may have happened. You know, Savannah could probably know that the mom is dead. We're not ruling that out. And then the Three of Cups, they're celebrating. But then the Ten of Cups is about a happy family. And I don't think this is what we don't see coming. You guys, imagine this. So I saw this lady. We're going to ask, why is Annie and Tommaso not looking? We're going to put them together. This lady wins everything she puts in for, every contest, everything like that. And she says it comes down to these 4 words, right? She says you have to select it, and then project it, and then expect it, and then collect it. So when you select it, you pick what you want, right? The thing that if you enter the contest, you want to win that contest. I chose $10,000 a month income from all my resources here that I do on social media. That's what I selected. And so I projected it. I saw what $10,000 a month looked like. I saw the taxes I would have to pay back. I saw all the other bills that would, you know, come up because of the $10,000 a month. I saw me covering them. I saw me saving for 5 years and paying off different bills. And so I really projected. And then I saw, and then I'm expecting it. I'm in expectation of it. When a woman gets pregnant, she expects to deliver a baby 9 months later. Sometimes that doesn't happen, but that doesn't stop that expectation, right? And then I'm going to collect it. So I'm going to start. Okay? You guys, I'm going to start. So we're going to ask, I didn't pull Lenormand on that question because I really feel like it got answered to a degree. She either knows where the mom is because the mom is dead, or she knows where the mom is because the mom's alive. See? See, for the people who think she's dead, see, I'm not silly. You don't have to unsubscribe. Man, something's biting me down here. Hope it's not ants. This is the last one anyways. Why Annie and Tommaso not looking? We put them together. We're not going to separate them. King of Swords. Authority, discipline, truthful, reliable. That's none of them. I didn't give that card to any of them. Miss Nancy. Miss Nancy. Miss Nancy is the Empress for me, or the Eight of Swords, because I kept getting this when I started to read on her. And the Eight of Swords is about a self-imposed restriction. My daughter went by one day behind the camera when I was like frustrated reading, and I said, why do I keep getting this card though? Is this the kidnap card? Is she truly kidnapped? My daughter says, Mommy, Miss Nancy played a role in her own kidnapping. And I said, but why? She goes, either she found out what the kids did to her and want to protect them as their mom, or they came to her and told her that Savannah had a threat and you got to go in hiding. 10 of Pentacles, wealth, inheritance. They're inheriting something, Annie and Tommaso. They're somebody's paying their bills for them, and they're stressed out too. This is like the mice in Lenormand. They're having sleepless nights. They're stressed. And then the Two of Pentacles, they're balancing stuff right now. Where are they? They're balancing and multitasking. So where are they, guys? Where are they? Where are they not looking? And the Three of Cups, they're celebrating. So if they were involved in her abduction, and then she was the one picked up on day 10, like I'm saying, then they know where she's at. So are they still over there taking care of her? Are they helping? Did I show what was underneath the deck? Lord, I don't know that I did. I don't know that I did. When I'm editing, if I see that I didn't, I'll just pop in off camera and tell you guys what was underneath the deck, okay? So I thank you guys for staying to the end, because I'm going to play a commercial. It's 1 minute long. It's for my husband's page, and he's telling you his little background and why he has his page at YouTube, what he does. And then I think on this video at the end of it, my son, our oldest son, is the one doing the call to action, because he's got a beautiful voice. My son does. Well, all my kids do. I've trained them how to speak because my background is in radio broadcasting. That's what I have my degree in. And I have a certificate in television broadcasting. Why only a certificate? Because I only took 5 television classes while I took everything else for the radio classes. I only took the TV classes because my teacher thought I would do well in TV. And I didn't think so because I was fat and I didn't like to see myself on camera and all this stuff. And then when I started doing my cooking page, I was still fat and I didn't care anymore. So I'm glad they forced me to take those classes, all right? So I'll see you guys on the next one. If you have something you want me to read about, put it below. Somebody asked me to read about a Southwest airline lady, like a flight attendant, that went missing. I think they found her dead. And let me just look into that some more and see if I can read on that, okay, guys? Bye!
Hello people, Joe here. I was born and raised in Belize, and I come to this country when I was 21 years old. 3 months after I arrived in California, I got a job, still screening plastic bottles. Did I know how to do it? No, but I learned on the job. After 22 years, they laid us off and moved out of state, and then I opened my own business doing the same thing. Best thing and worst thing I ever did. Worst thing is because you're married to the company, and if you don't have financial backing, it's scary. And the best thing, it allowed me to spend 15 years with my wife and kids. Now look what I'm doing, posting DIY video on YouTube. This page started out as DIY and a little bit of traveling. Even though I'm doing the garden, it's DIY because I'm doing it myself. If something needs fixing, I find a solution. Come on over to Hello People Joe here and subscribe. There's always something new to figure out.